say
misanthropic, not just
this is politics.
This is madness.
This is
Jewish. So Jewish.
This is geopolitics at the highest level. So we have to have Tibet. That's one reason, geopolitical. The other, of course, is spiritual. We have to go there again and resume the search for the root race, which got the four cousin races, and we have to find the oldest book known to man, which harks back to Hyperborean times, the Dzigul, of which Blavatsky was fortunate to read a few stanzas of which we have to find that book, because we will find our new Bible. Now, on the economic front, we will revert to bimetallism, gold and silver, where every euro currency in our world, once we are in Brussels, will be...
Okay, it's not you, I'll have to get back to Norfolk.
That's all right. Please, it's a pity.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Read the Bible for
This
support.
bimetallism, where every euro in our world will be convertible into either gold or silver. This will only last a few years, 5 to 10 years, instead of fiat money, paper money of the Federal Reserve. Because after 10 years, the enormous productivity of a whole imperium, 1 billion whites, will not need that backing of gold or silver, will not need it, because the productive effort will be the backing. And gold and silver will revert to being ornamental objects. You see, their price would crash. Their price from this, who wants to keep gold? It doesn't earn any interest, you see. So people will start using gold and silver in their true function as ornaments. So that's the vision of Imperium, a nightmare for some. On the domestic front, only populism will work. Only populism. As the overall situation deteriorates, taxes, prices, soaring crime, we have to take this battle to the people. We have to take the battle to the people. Public meetings, whatever, because the situation is reverting back rapidly to the 30s. It's exactly the same scenario. We have to win the battle in the streets as well. Elitism at the top, populism at the bottom, at the cantonal level. Populism, what is populism? Stimulating old passions, harking back to a mythical past, fostering folk fear of known enemies, instill a belief that a saviour is at hand and will save the people. Each of our cousin sub-races will find their mythical past and draw strength from it, because as our friend Lan said, it's no use having a religion which is scientific. We have to create, as Nietzsche used to say, the science of the spirit. This mysticism, you see, because the people are yearning to fill that void. So, this is the Europe I'm looking for. This is the Europe which we must grasp in June 2009. We are determined, we of Imperium Europa, to get this Europe infested with immigration, to get this Europe back. Alley by alley, street by street, square by square, beach by beach, valley by valley, hill and mountain after hill and mountain. This is our continent, this is our Europe, and we intend to take it back. As the Italians say, costa quel che costa, whatever it costs. This is what we want of Imperium Europa. And this is why Brussels is so important. In 2012, that year of great significance for our galaxy, this Gaia, our planet, in 2012, on December 27th at 11 p.m., this new grouping in Brussels, Nova Europa, will launch Imperium Europa. Will launch the Imperium. We will all meet from all over the world, the white world, at a sacred place. Malta is a sacred island. We could meet there. There are many palaces there, Baroque and all that, ornate, as Lan was saying. We could all meet there. And on that day of destiny, launch the Imperium, and from the sacred spot, elect the core group of the elite. We will not elect them; they will elect themselves. The choice will be very easy, self-evident, through their merit, through their work, through their sacrifice, through their sufferings. You're saying? Why this core group of 12 and not an emperor, one man? Let me tell you. I've pondered this question. We have had great monarchs, sages, full of wisdom, who fought bravely for their people. But let's face it, we've also had stuttering fools, idiots, plain lunatics. We can't afford that. I call it dynastic degeneracy. We cannot afford another Diana and Dodi. We can't do that, you see. The stakes are too high for that sort of degeneracy. We can't. So we have to elect a core group of 12 with rotating chairman chosen through astrological divination.